Hello and welcome to this video playing Candela. I had recently a gambit. He played a gambit, I think, recently against me. And now we have a... Wasn't that the gambit? Yeah, that was the gambit. So now he goes for a main line, Petroff. Okay. Thinking there is a bit odd. Kind of the most normal position ever. Yeah, Rook E1 is one of the main continuations. It's always tough to remember all those lines. Bishop F5, I think. Yeah, against Queen C2, you almost always go with Knight to A6. I don't quite remember how it continues from here. I only recently analyzed it, of course, but it's so much stuff. Okay, I mean, I don't think this can be worse. Like, look, really made a huge pot of tea for tonight, and it's really heavy. Okay, yeah, he's on E4 a lot. I was thinking maybe I should have played Bishop G6. That certainly was an idea. I take on C3 now. I have to reckon with Bishop takes F5. Yeah, that probably made a move order misstep there. Yeah, I kind of have to do it, huh? That is really not what I wanted. Bishop takes F5 is just a problem. Yeah. Yeah, that was an opening, bit of an opening disaster here. Completely forgot how this line is played. Tja. So I lost a pawn. Pretty awful. And he's quite close with consolidating his position. If it just go Knight F3, Bishop E3 is just going to be a pawn up for pretty much nothing. Yeah, I probably have to go Bishop G6 there. Yeah, instead of my continuation. Okay, B4 is a bit strange. I'm not sure that you need this move. I mean, white is not really well developed. Okay, so I'm getting the D5 square. Well, that is things are improving a little bit. White's extra pawn is currently not playing a significant role. Which means it is, what I'm trying to say is, it is not unimportant that he is a pawn up, but it is often a very important thing to check if the pawn that you're down, if that is actually doing something useful for the opponent or not. And currently you could question that. Yeah, he's got the d4 pawn, but it is not moving. And I have a really nice knight coming to d5. He also has this pretty awful bishop. Okay, I have to watch out for the back rank, obviously. That is a good tempo. Yeah, wonder h6 or what is the approach? I might as well go g6. The bishop on e1 is not coming to h6 anytime soon. Yeah, I'm not really worried here. I don't think that I'm substantially worse anymore. Yeah. Just wonder. Queen d1. Okay, if I'm just staying active, I'm not going to be worse. Just not going to happen. He can check me and maybe attack the pawn. That is certainly possible. So let's get out of a possible check. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to make any headway is the problem. We'll take here and probably play Queen e8. I know that looks a little bit passive, but I'm not seeing what my queen is doing on d1, if it is any better. He wants to go bishop g5, and that I should not just allow trading. This is just going to be a draw, I think. Oops. Not a draw. That was strange. Huh? All of a sudden he gave me the bishop. Yeah, I mean, I misplayed the opening and was a pawn down. But I don't think it was easy to convert. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here after a3. I probably have to play bishop g6 here. Or bishop g4. I don't quite remember. I would really need to look it up. There's so many lines that I've studied recently in this opening. Bishop g6, however, looks very okay. Protecting this and just be ready to capture any piece coming. This is probably not as good. Even though the engine claims that just h6 is good. Why isn't that just winning stuff? Take, queen to e7. Oh, okay. Bishop g5. Okay. I see. Yeah, so what I did was just bad, yeah? So just a pawn down for nothing. But I think here white should not go b4. It's just helping me a little bit. If he just goes knight f3, bishop e3, just like develop normally, I think you have better chances to convert. After b4 I have a5, and now whatever you do, you don't want to do. You don't want to play c5, what he did. Maybe taking, but in general that didn't help. And I think after c5, I think the worst problems that I have are over. The pawn on d4 is not going anywhere, and it's difficult to convert. Maybe what I did here, invading with the queen, isn't even all that great. I later recognized that I'm not threatening much, and white has made a bit of progress here. Yeah, like here, I mean, white is just more comfortable. But it's still difficult. To get any thought of conversion. Yeah, and here knight f6 given by the engine because of queen a2 ideas. Yeah, I thought this is a simple solution, going for a blockade on the light squares. After queen takes and king f7, I think it's equal. It's basically a fortress. I'm just sitting here, and the bishop is not able to take any of my pawns. I mean, it's relatively easy to establish that it's a fortress. If he goes g4, I'm just staying. I'm not taking. And this means that he can at best capture on f5 or h5. So a pawn will always cover g4. f4 is covered by the knight. This is covered by the pawn. He can go to d4 with the king. I don't mind. Yeah, and I'm just flipping between e6 and f7. It's a total draw. Yeah, an optimist could argue that black could maybe win one of the pawns and be better, but it's not happening really. Yeah, he played bishop e3. This is a mouse slip, I guess. Just a mouse issue. And okay, I just take it. I think it's basically a clean draw. Here, as I mentioned, I have this fortress, and white, yeah, it's really not much. I can go to d5. Yeah, you cannot construct any sort of winning idea for black, I think. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.